Hey guys, this is the video for the second homework on polynomial behaviors. In this homework, you have to describe the shape of the graph of each function, including the end behavior, turning points, and lastly, the increasing and decreasing intervals. For one of the classes, I don't remember which one, we didn't get to increasing and decreasing, so you don't have to do that one necessarily, but it's going to be in the video, so you might be able to do it on your own. To help us out to start, I'm just going to readjust this screen here and put a negative infinity at this end of the x-axis and a positive infinity at that end. I'm going to do the same with the y-axis. That's just going to help us when we're talking about the direction of the end behavior. All right. Let's first talk about what this thing is doing at each end. So as we talk about the left side of this graph, y is approaching negative infinity. See how it's moving downward? Y is approaching negative infinity towards negative infinity as x is approaching negative infinity as well. So x is approaching negative infinity, y is approaching negative infinity. Again, that's because as we travel along the x-axis, when we get to its end, the behavior of this thing travels in the negative y direction as long as we're traveling in the negative x direction. So y approaches negative infinity as x also approaches negative infinity. On the other end, as x travels towards positive infinity, y is also traveling towards positive infinity on the end of this thing. So y approaches positive infinity as x approaches positive infinity. And if you need to take a second to pause and just rewind and go over that one more time, please do that, because end behavior was a little bit confusing. It takes a second to get used to the terminology. Y is approaching negative infinity as x approaches negative infinity. That's what's going on over here. And y approaches infinity as x approaches infinity. That's what's going on over here. Now the turning points, that's pretty basic. Where does this graph turn? As we're traveling along our function, it turns here and then turns again there. So our turning points are just these 2 points. So there are our 2 turning points right here, this point and this point, as you can see them on the graph. Now increasing and decreasing intervals. Where is our function increasing? Well, where is the function as we travel along it increasing? The values are increasing here because it's traveling upward, and then they stop increasing and start decreasing here. So they're increasing when x is less than negative 0.745, and then it's decreasing, but it begins increasing again when x is greater than 0.745. So we have to also remember to account for that. So and when x is greater than 0.745. All right, now where is our graph decreasing? Well, we said it's increasing, 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 and then it's not anymore between here and here. So x is decreasing when it is between negative 0.745 and 0.745. And that's going to be from here to here. That's where the graph is decreasing. And we also, real quick, learned in class that the alternate notation for these two things, we can write this thing like this in interval notation as from negative infinity to negative 0.745. And we can rewrite this as from 0.745 to infinity. We can rewrite this as from negative 0.745 to 0.745. So we didn't get to that in every class, but in interval notation, these are how we could express these 3 intervals as well. All right, guys, good luck on the rest of the homework. Enjoy your long weekend, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday.